Hello everybody, today we're going to work around our drone simulator at AirSim, and we're going to work around at our GitHub at how to install the simulator, how to use it, and how to create a simple autonomous drone script in Python. Important thing, I want to thank Elisha Azaria, Shaya Sonnenberg, and Professor Bosman Ben Moshe. Without them, anything of this won't be possible. So let's look at our GitHub page. We have all the dependencies, all the folders with the source code that you can download from the GitHub, and let's look at the README. So it's very important to download all the dependencies from the GitHub and see that you have all installed correctly, because even if one simple library will be missing, nothing will work. So let's look at the GitHub page where we've written a README with all the dependencies, what you should install and how you're going to do it, but I'm going to do it along with you. So what's AirSim? AirSim is a simulator made by Microsoft for autonomous vehicles and drones. We're going to use AirSim to simulate a drone environment in there, and we're going to show you how to use it. We have taken code that were written in AirSim simulator, put it in a real drone, and that the drone actually flies with the code that was tested and written in the simulator, with a minor improvement to the real world. Now we're going to start installing AirSim and going through the dependencies. So getting started. Let's look at the getting starting page at the GitHub, and we have the installation guide. So first of all, you're going to the GitHub page, you're going to click here at code and download all the source code from here. Another way is to click code and download zip file. So now I'm going to download the source code from the GitHub. I'm going to type CMD in my computer, take the GitHub link and put it here. And now I'm going to put it inside my Windows terminal. Git clone and the link from GitHub. Now it's going to download all the source code from the GitHub. When it's done, I can open PyCharm at this specific folder. So when it's done, I'm going to write PyCharm that at this specific folder and open a PyCharm IDE. Of course, you can use different IDE, and that's your preferred. Okay, so now I open my PyCharm IDE and let's see. First of all, it's writing here, no Python interpreter. So let's configure one. I'm going to click here and configure Python, the Python that I already have installed on my computer. So now when we have configured PyCharm, in PyCharm our Python interpreter, we're going to need to install all the dependencies. So we have prepared for you requirements.txt file. If you are using PyCharm, you can click install requirements. Else, if you're using some different IDE, you can type in the command line pip install -r and the requirements.txt file. So installing all the dependencies may take a while, so I'm going to make myself a coffee. So here at my desktop, I have the AirSim package. How does AirSim basically works? You have the AirSim server for Microsoft that Microsoft has written for us, and when we want to fly a drone in the simulator, we're taking our Python code and write to the server. So all the graphics that you're seeing is the part of the Microsoft AirSim code, and we have take the source code from Microsoft and build maps inside it. But the code you're going to write is in the Python that connects to the Microsoft server and sends command to it by a TCP port. So now, when you have installed the Python dependencies, you need to put the settings.json file inside your documents in AirSim folder. So the folder should call in this way, and it's very important that the name would be exactly as it's written on your screen right now. Okay, so you created the folder, and now you're going to put the settings.json file inside it. In the settings.json we have a lot of settings that are related to the AirSim simulator and not to the Python code. We have the multi-rotor here that indicates that we're going to use a drone and not a car, because AirSim supports cars also. Okay, so we have all the LiDARs, range sensors settings here, where to put them, where to place them, what the angle the range is going to look at. And for short, we're going to call them from now rangers. You can take this settings.json file from us, and if you want to modify something next time, you can do it yourself. Look at the AirSim documentation in Google. It's very important to install VJOY in order to be able to control the drone manually from the keyboard. The VJOY interacts with your keyboard to control the drone. I'm going to click here and enter this website. Now I have the download and install here. I'm going to click this, click download. I'm using Windows 10, so I'm going to use it. And now I'm going to download the VJOY. If you're taking this course, that I'm assuming that you know how to install a simple executable at Windows, so I'm going to skip this part. Okay, so we finished installing all the dependencies, and everything should be ready now to write code to AirSim simulation environment. In the next video, we're going to see how to interact with the simulator and how to write autonomous code.